Do you have a student that has been difficult to plan for? Maybe they're keeping you up at night? Have you considered person-centered planning? Person-centered planning is an ongoing process and a way to get to know the student and what he or she wants in life. It's a means of understanding the dreams of family members, a record of past and current events for future reflection, and is a basis for meaningful educational and life planning. It's voluntary and incorporates a collaborative philosophy that brings to the table a variety of groups that play a role in the student's life. A plan is developed with, not for the student and family, and starts with abilities and interests rather than disabilities. It provides a comfortable atmosphere for the student and family where we can hear from the student and family first. Educational and other service providers have a better understanding of families' dreams and fears, and it offers a visual and immediate picture of the situation and provides helpful information to identify and prioritize needs.
I think a person-centered planning meeting is valuable for the family, for the student particularly, and the educational team to be able to be in the same room all together outside of an IEP meeting.
Person-centered planning works for students in special education, students in general education, students at all levels of school, and low-functioning students, high-functioning students, even students at risk of dropping out of school. Person-centered planning should involve the student, parents and other family members, special education teachers, agency people, friends and classmates, actually anyone with a unique view of the student. A student in need of a plan for the future meets with a group of important people in his or her lives to give input on things like preferences, dreams, fears, needs, etc. A series of maps is created that records this input from the student, the family, and any other person at the meeting.
This opportunity allows everyone to hear the dreams and the goals of the student and allows the family to understand what those expectations look like with the school system to be able to have those supports in place as they transition into their future.
Through the development of these maps, important issues, concerns, and goals are brought to the attention of all attending, and effective discussions about the student's future take place. An action plan is developed that incorporates the preferences, interests, needs, and specific goals of the student. The maps and action plan are shared with all of the participants of the meeting and can be used to help develop the transition plan in the IEP. Let's hear a parent perspective.
So based on our family's experience with the person-centered planning meeting, I definitely would recommend that to other families. For us, what it really did was help us focus on all the things our child could do. So many times in meetings with the school, there's so much focus on what she's not able to do, but this flipped the script and allowed us to all focus on how we could build on the strengths that she has. That really influenced her transition plan for the whole team to look at what she's already good at and what we can move forward with.
A person-centered planning meeting happens when people like you get the training they need. A student who would benefit from a PCP meeting is selected and the planning begins. A coordinator with the help of the student begins the planning process, including who to invite, when to have it, where to have it, snacks, needed materials, setup, cleanup, and selection of the facilitator recorder. If this is something you would like for a student, contact your transition consultant and get the process started.